We are relatively dry and quiet out there in areas of the Carolinas and Georgia after a rainy yesterday that had a lot of concerns. But now we're going to be looking forward and we're going to be seeing still that wet weather pattern stick around. My name is Michael, here to give you an update on the latest on what's going on out there in the weather community. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you out there in the weather community. So let's get right into it. Shower and thunderstorm activity going to be in areas along southern Georgia, coastal areas of Georgia and coastal areas of the Carolinas. As you can see there, a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity. That's going to change as we get into the afternoon as we deal with convection and things like that of that nature. So here's today, shower and thunderstorm activity, just no threat really in areas of the southeast. Now, across the country, we do have the middle parts of the country as we get into the southwestern parts of the country near Phoenix. We do have a slight risk of severe weather right there. As we get into our day 2 outlook, we do have this marginal blob that's just going to be around the North Augusta region, around Columbia, Greenville, into Charlotte, into areas of Greensboro, Winston-Salem. Well, not Greensboro, but into areas of Winston-Salem, rather. So we do have this blob of moisture. Now looking at a tornado threat for today, we do have not today, but for tomorrow, we do have a wind threat for tomorrow as well. A hail threat is not going to be in effect for tomorrow. And I'll go back to tomorrow just in a second, but I'm just kind of working backwards here. Marginal risk going to be in effect south of Denver. Marginal risk in the southwest portion of the country, all over the place. Shower and thunderstorm activity. As you get into day 1, we do have that slight risk of severe weather that'll be in the southwestern parts of the country. Today, in the middle part, like I said, tornado risk going to be more in the northern part of the country. It's going to be a 2% risk. Wind threat in those well-defined areas, and the hail threat is going to be in those areas as well, but not going to be as large in the southwestern parts of the country. So as we get into tomorrow, we are going to have a risk of severe weather. It's going to be portions of the middle part of the country. As we know, things can change and things like that of that nature. As we get into tomorrow, we do have hail threat for tomorrow. This area right here, honestly, I would watch. Any updates are possible as we get into that area. So if you live north of Augusta, Columbia, Charlotte, Greenville, Spartanburg, these metro areas, you need to be on lookout for severe weather. That's going to be for our August 4th. I know a lot of people are starting school already. If not, they start today. So this will, in fact, won't be a very impactful severe weather. We're not looking at an enhanced risk. Just something we got to watch out for that shower and thunderstorm activity. Tropical weather outlook, we're quiet right now, but we're going to keep an eye. We're going to look at the tropics in just a second. Weather Prediction Center looking at excessive rainfall outlook as you get from coast here to Charleston all the way up to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. You have a risk there, as well as southwest of Jacksonville into areas of New York. You're going to have a risk there. Climate Prediction Center will be expected for multiple areas. I didn't mean to do that. Climate Prediction Center, multiple areas. Flood watch is in effect already for areas of southwest of Jacksonville. We do have a small flood watch. Flood watch in effect for areas of New York and Philadelphia. So we got to watch out for things like that of that nature. So fire weather outlook. We do have a lot of fires that are potentially happening or happening right now as we speak. Elevated fire danger going to be in the northwestern parts of the country. This is going to be Denver as you get into Monday. Into Tuesday, fire elevated danger as well as you get into those areas. Mesoscale discussion. Not really any mesoscale discussion today. We had a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity yesterday, but we're not going to be dealing with it today that much. Today is going to be sort of a quieter day. So as we look at the GFS model, the latest 06Z run, we run this model through, and as you can see, just shower and thunderstorm activity expected from multiple parts of the country. This is going to keep on rolling on through shower and thunderstorms, as you can see. And we're just looking at, this may not even be the right, we're looking at reflectivity here. We want to look at that. Just wait for these to load just a second. Shower thunderstorm activity, as you can see there, just expect it for multiple areas across the southeast. And as we continue to look at our models, not seeing too much going on in the GFS model, we're continuing to move this model. We're going to be looking for that low pressure potential. And I mean, there is a low pressure floating around, but that's nowhere near us, to be honest. We're going to keep an eye on the tropics because there is a possibility of a storm out on the model runs before. As we get into the Euro model, this is the latest 06Z Euro, and we're just seeing shower and thunderstorm activity, not really a tropical system, but as I discussed before, we're just looking at a lot of tropical moisture that'll be happening. That pattern is going to continue as we get into those next few days. So let's go back to all of those alerts. Gonna have some red flag warnings, extreme heat warnings in the west. Not really much going on the East Coast besides the only thing that you have to worry about here is flood watches, a flash flood watch in that county, as well as flood watches. We do have flood warnings going up here towards the HRRR model for today. See what storms we've got going on, and just after that, we're going to be done pretty much because there's really a quieter day today. So showers and thunderstorms in areas of the south, as you can see, those will continue. A lot of those shower and thunderstorm activity will stay off the coast, but eventually it'll get into the coast as you get into areas of Wednesday and whatnot. Across that severe part of the country, as you can see, their showers and thunderstorms will be likely in those northern parts of the country. That's why you have that severe weather risk. A line of storms is going to move on through and things like that. And probably going to have that repeating risk again. I'm not necessarily sure. But as far as temperatures, I guess we can look at temperatures too. This is going to be the HRRR model looking at temperatures. We're waking up to the 70s this morning, and we like to have these temperatures, and it's going to be cooler definitely in certain parts of the country. Higher elevations, as you can see there, 50s will be possible as you get those blues starting to come across your screen. But below average temperatures expected. It's Mike here to give you an update on the latest on what's going on. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you out there in the weather community.